nice to be here with you. I'm Chris. Thank you for introducing us. Today with Bogusz, we would like to take you for a journey about the area of storage, but not only. We would like to share with you why we believe that future is now, and how you can uncomplicate your data storage forever. Am I right, Bogusz?
Correct.
So, our journey will start in 2009, when our founder got an idea. So just imagine 2009, somebody had an idea to just bring the flash as a commodity storage. And they just built everything around the flash, starting from the software and so on. And in 2014, we announced our storage array with, in 2012 we announced our storage array, where with this storage array, we immediately jump into the Magic Quadrant as a leader. And we are continuing this journey in the Magic Quadrant as a leader. Now the slide is outdated because since the last week, we are 10 years in a row in a leader. 10 years, so from very first start of our storage arrays, we are in the leader Magic Quadrant. And then we enhanced our product. We just ask customer question, what would you like to have on your storage equipment? How you would like to improve your storage solution? The storage and the software was evolving during those days, and in the last 4 years, we are top of the top. 4 years in a row, we are top of the top in the leaders of the Magic Quadrants. So it speaks for yourself. So it speaks for itself. We are setting a new standard of the data center based on the flash device. And how we achieve it? So what is the key of our technology? How we can manage to be like one of the many vendors from the storage area, being in the top of those storage vendors. First of all, we design flash module by ourselves because what we saw, it was a problem with throughput, with a firmware, with interface of the flash disks, with the ASICs on the disks. So that's why we create a hardware and a software who are coexisting in our environment. We also create two kind of platforms. One is a unified platform, which is a flash array with a native block and a native file access, and a flash blade for parallel transmissions, flash for the blocks and objects solution. This was on-prem environment, so from the flash array and a flash blade perspective. But we can also address a storage for the persistent volumes in microservices environment. Now you can easily do whatever you want to do with persistent volumes from microservices as it was on your on-prem solutions. So you can imagine disaster recovery, migration, backup. Additional features are like snapshots, some encryption and other stuff. It's all embedded into our software. And one of the last things, the key values, we would like to put a lot of effort on the simplicity. We know that there are less and less people who are genius or the people who are taking care of the ecosystem on the customer end. That's why we create a Pure Fusion to feel you like you are running a service on your on-prem environment. Last but not least, everything around of it is based on our evergreen approach. Evergreen approach, it's not only a support, we call it a subscription for innovation. So we are creating a lifetime for the product where once you have an evergreen solution active on our ecosystem, you can run any feature without any additional cost. on the time being and also in the future. So as long as you are aligned with our Evergreen, you can use every feature in our ecosystem. You run snapshots, you run active cluster, replication, encryption, better dedupe, better compression, and so on. It's all with Evergreen. It's not only about the software, it's also about the architecture. We adjust architecture just to provide a lot of flexibility and elasticity from the customer end, just to give them an idea how you can move from one box to another without downtime from the application perspective.
Okay, let me recap just this slide before you move on. Everyone, please remember 3 things from this slide. First of all, Pure is setting standards for the data center in Flash. We have created everything for the purpose of Flash, starting from SLC, now finalizing on QLC. This creates totally different solutions for every aspect of your data center. Moreover, we have the most comprehensive roadmap of Flash solutions, having 36 terabyte TLC drive now, having 75 terabyte QLC drive now, aiming for 300 terabyte drive by 2026. By the way, we are 10 years leaders of leaders in Gartner Magic Quadrant because nobody else is building up Flash from scratch like we do. Everybody adopt those solutions from us. This is the first thing. Secondly, we wanted storage to be likable again. So it's supposed to be simple. It's supposed to protect your lifecycle investment through the whole lifetime. The migration of data to Pure is your last data migration in your life because you will non-disruptively keep up with the technology from Pure ever since, and this is embedded in the software. And finally, we have this Evergreen because our technology is that good, and our software is that good, and our sales is that good. It's a closed loop. So we can afford selling Pure in a totally different way than everybody else. Nobody else can do it. We are software defined, by the way. That's why things mentioned like Portworx, we understand that the future is containers and the cloud. Pure Fusion, we understand because of this that automation is key. Install your storage, forget about it, and use your favorite interface ever since. And we know that we are only growing data. That's why we are mastering those big solutions for your favor. So these 3 points are over here. Evergreen, software-defined, and Flash forever. All right? Now, speaking of each solution, we don't want you to remember this slide. There's too many texts over here. But whatever you think of, low latency solution, maybe not that low latency solution, but much denser and better in terms of price per terabyte. Object scale, true scale out in storage, which is only available from us. You won't find any true storage scale out with anybody else. Everybody else is just federation over here. Recently introduced products that will kill dinosaurs, which we consider to be mechanical drives. With FlashBlade E or Flash Array E, we have a price per terabyte, which is fixed and basically eliminates the competition in terms of a price and efficiency from hybrid or just mechanical arrays. You are currently able to afford Flash for your cold data and lowest tier of data as well. So we are painting orange the whole data center, regardless of the solution you might have in place. If you see anything over here compelling for you, you will get it with the product. Why? We are all inclusive. No licensing whatsoever. Get one gear from Pure, you will get all the features embedded. This is that simple. If we introduce another feature in the future, upgrade Purity non-disruptively and start using it. This is the way it goes. Give you an example. In June, we have premiered unified mode for our Flash arrays, which used to be block only. And ever since, customers who are possessing Flash, obviously, or just looking into buying it, can get Flash access through files, without license, without limitations, just by the way of upgrading Purity. Anything to add?
Yes. So we understand that none of the products are unique. So they are unique, but there are not a silver bullet for every solution for every workflow. So you can consolidate it on the storage array, but also there are mission-critical applications and so on and so on. So to give you a simplicity of flexibility and also simplicity, we run the same Purity OS on every kind of our storage array. So no matter which box you will choose, which use case you will run the same Purity OS on top of that, and you will have the same single pane of glass to administrate, to share the LANs, to share the shares, and so on. And on top of that, we have our Pure One, the AI machine learning stuff, where we can accommodate log information and help you with taking care of your storage just to see what is the current workload, latency, and so on. And also you can emulate additional workloads, like future workloads, if you, for instance, would like to consolidate your ecosystem, so you would like to move from one storage array to the another, you can simulate the trend of this workload on your storage array. So I think that it's something unique.
All right. So we consider the value of your storage or the amount of money you are willing to invest into storage from the value of your data. So most critical thing, apart from providing efficiency, is providing data protection. Well, we're all-inclusive, so all modes of protecting data are at your disposal with any unit that you get from Pure, including, so first of all, local snaps that are metadata-based, so you can have thousands and thousands of copies of your data and protected volumes of data just by the click of a hand. That takes milliseconds to create. Most importantly, the thing that we had on the workshop in the morning, so active cluster, get to Pure arrays, start replicating them synchronously without a license, without initialization, just for the sake of even single volume. Connect over Ethernet or fiber channel, create geo-dispersed cluster that will make your data read-write in 2 locations all the time. No license, again, self-healing, fully automated solution. Next to it, there's a replication mode, which is not active-active, but is as quick as possible and accepts any link latency. So you can even replicate to the moon if you want to. It will happen in the background. It will tolerate any distance, so you can replicate to your branch in another country without hesitation, providing the shortest possible RPO, so basically the operation time and the latency of the link itself. Next, there are snaps between 2 Pure arrays, regardless of the type, that are incremental block forever, the favorite type of any storage admin, that can be independent, can be cascaded from active cluster workloads, so we can have further replication or backup of your data, of your application data, from synchronous mode. And additionally, it doesn't have to happen between 2 Pure storage arrays. So you will have replication to a third-party unit, replication to the cloud, to S3, to native engines like AWS, Google, or Azure. We have recently premiered also CBS for Azure VMware volumes. So we are all around the cloud, multi-cloud interoperability between those solutions. Even if your cloud is on-prem, this is also happening here. And additionally, should you not want to implement another methodology to run your backups and disaster recovery on the storage level and learn it, you can use your favorite backup application to govern it from that level as well. Because we are open system, API, module integrated. We don't license middleware either, so you can bound it to anything you like, if only it speaks, let's say, API, or has an existing plugin. And we have dozens of those in place as well. And last but not least, all these volumes, all this data that you put on your storage solution from Pure is getting inline encrypted with certification all across the globe in every vertical, including military, finance, you name it, audit, external audits, FIPS 100 level 2, PCI DSS, etc., socket type as well, socket 2 type as well. And moreover, because we take care of our flash and we have master flash to the top, we implement inline data reduction and post-process data reduction. That is global, will not ever let a single block to be written twice, and moreover, doesn't impact performance. Actually, it's the opposite. If we have good data reduction, the performance is better. So we reduce the scale of investment, giving you something that will not include stuff that you actually don't need in these terms. And most importantly, given the circumstances we've been facing for the last 5 years, is that we have cybersecurity embedded into the product. The thing called Safe Mode is a cyber security remediation methodology, making your flash software worm protected. So in other words, even if you get your data jeopardized or encrypted, you can restore from snaps or from your trash bin within milliseconds instead of restoring data for multiple hours from your backup. And finally, somebody after the workshop told me, you should be more exotic, talk more about containers. Well, hey, we have Portworx in place, which does with container services exactly what I have just described for volumes. This is the only heterogeneous software available on the market that will run with any container orchestrator, mostly Kubernetes, obviously, will run on any device that Docker containers support, so servers, external arrays, JBots, whatever, but will provide you the ability of backing up container services, making them synchronous, making them 100% business continuity available, encrypt them additionally, back them up to any cloud or any device consistently, and automate it as you see fit. And I'm underlining, no matter what you use to run containers, this will work on this platform. And we have no competition in this regard. So
I think, Bogusz, that you can also mention that during the containers wars, you have a different platforms that we are running. Am I right? So, for instance, I like OpenShift, Rancher, Docker, or whatever.
Yes, everything. And basically, if you run Portworx on Pure Storage Array for up to 200 volumes, it's for free. Additional handicap over here. So, and we mentioned the sales model that is unique. First of all, there's a right of return with any unit we sell you. Secondly, it's all-inclusive, which I have already described. Finally, we guarantee that this system will deliver the capacity and performance that you require for the whole support period. And we take the risk on us. There's a one-pager agreement that we sign. There are no asterisks, no small prints. This is the default agreement for every customer on the planet, just like our support services are the same technical quality for every customer on the planet. Secondly, in terms of maintenance, I don't think you will find any additional vendor providing you fixed price per support, no matter when, for the unit. So even if you go 3 years of support, you already know what it's going to cost you to prolong the support in the year 4 and 5, because the price per month is fixed forever. And this is not promotion, this is a default. And finally, show you want to simplify your life with Pure. Remember this last migration of data in your life. You get gold support, which is a bit more expensive per month, but you get free entitlements. First of all, every 3 years, we replace your controllers for free for the new generations. Secondly, anytime you want to upgrade anything in your array, you just do it for a difference in price, and that includes controllers and capacity consolidation, so in other words, modules. By the way, we are just undergoing the program for people with arrays older than 6 years, running SAS SSDs, where we replace them for NVMe modules. We are all NVMe now, by the way. We replace them for NVMe modules for free, just for the because they have gold support. So we replace their whole data layer in those terms, and by the way, their controllers are already upgraded because they are entitled to it. So, 1 minute left. Why Pure? Because we are 10 years Gartner leader for all that reasons we have briefly described so far, and we are damn unique, and we're going to stay there. I don't see any competitor going this way.
With evergreen business model, you can adjust your cost in the time, so you know for sure how much support will cost you in the future. You can assume it, you can have it. And also because of our flexibility of architecture, you can just easily upgrade the controllers without downtime from the application perspective.
Remember, the more you drink, the less you drink. So the more data, the less data on the array. The more data, the better data reduction. That's why TCO drops. And because we are successful in what we do, and we've made a simplified system that takes 20 minutes to learn, people really like us, and they reflect it in the Net Promoter Score.
And it's all combined with the customer satisfaction. We have a lot of, like thousands of satisfy customers who are willing to continue the journey with Pure. We have a country manager who used to say that once you will migrate from the third-party vendor to Pure Storage, it will be your last migration in your lifetime.
Yeah, I told that twice. Okay, please visit our booth to register for our annual conference in Warsaw happening in October and take part in our competition. And we're happy to take any questions over there and now, if there are any, and you want to learn anything further.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris and Bogusz. Yeah, applause, applause, of course. Do we have any questions from the audience? Let's see quickly. You can raise your hand and I can give you the mic. If we do not have any questions, then I have one. I don't want to be any offensive, but it seems like you're doing everything basically the same way as other storage vendors do. Any comments?
Yeah, that's a good point, because outside it looks like so. It's actually the other way around. Others are doing with Flash what we are introducing. We are setting those standards, and all those features and adaptability, supportive system, sales model, etc. This is what others are trying to do ever since we emerged on the market. Gartner speaks for itself. If you want to know the detail, you just need to have a tangible touch on the gear, and I think it's going to work. Yep. Is it right? Yeah, pretty much. Agree. So, yeah, we are unique. We just need to get to this thing precisely.
Okay, nice to hear. So, Bogusz and Chris, once again,
everyone. Thank you.
Applause, applause, applause.
Oh, yeah.
And sorry, before you go, our little gift bags for you as well. So, don't leave.